is good, 8 is great, and 10 is over the moon. 10, yes, I want you to be there. Great. So now tell me, which is the bigger teacher? Pain or pleasure? Comfort or discomfort? Failure or success? Very good. So pain, discomfort and failure, what they teach us, nobody can teach us. So today I am going to share with you my journey of pain, gain and transformation. Mid of 2014, I suffered with back pain due to disc problem. After enduring the pain for nearly 4 months, I decided to undergo surgery. In December 2014, I underwent surgery and I became alright. That first pain has taught me the first lesson of my life, important lesson, that moderation is the key. I was working like a superman, engaged in multiple things. Basically, I was running in the fast lane. So tell me, which lane is safest when you are driving on the road? Middle lane, slow lane, or the fast lane? Middle lane, exactly. In fast lane, you have more thrill, adrenaline rush, but you have to pay the price. And there's a chance you may go faster. In the middle lane, the benefit is that you enjoy life more, it is sustainable. And you have flexibility to go in the fast lane and slow lane whenever you want. So life is also like that. If you do everything in moderation, we enjoy it more. In 2021, I developed shoulder pain while playing badminton. That nearly lasted for 6 months. After doing physios, medication, everything, then I thought how long you will be doing all those things. So that time, I learned the second lesson and I went on the path of self-discovery, self-healing and self-mastery. In 2023, I lost my voice and many of you were there in the clinic, you've seen that I was using the amplifier of the speaker. And suffering for 3 months, I recovered. And there I learned the most important lesson of my life, which was self-control. So why I'm telling you all these things is because whatever I have learned in last few years, I wanted to share with you. I wanted to share my journey with you and I wanted to tell you that the difficulties, they don't come to our life to destroy us, but they come to drive us. They bring the best out of us. Whenever you are in a difficulty or in a problem or a difficult situation, you need to ask just one question. What is the opportunity here? What is this God or universe is trying to teach me by giving me this pain or this difficulty or problem? Believe me, if you will keep asking that question, the answer which you will definitely get the answer, and that will be the learning of lifetime. So are you ready to fasten your seat belt and go with me on this journey of transformation? Tell me yes or no? Yes. Yes. So let's start. So tell me, what is the price of your body? Priceless, exactly. Will you sell your eyes in 1 million dirham? Will you give your kidney in 10 million dirham? No, unless somebody is having dire financial need or problem, then. So when we know that our body and our health is priceless, why do we abuse and misuse it till we get big suffering? Why don't we take care of it in a best possible way?
We take it for granted.
Yes, because people give more value to net worth than self-worth. If you are self-worth, you know that it's so you will not run after networks by sacrificing your self-worth. So give more value to yourself and network will follow. So this is a very good Indian proverb. A healthy person has 1,000 wishes to make, but a sick person has only one, to be all right. What disheartens me in my clinic is that when young people are coming to my clinic with certain vision loss, kidney problems, heart problems or heart attack, and then amputation. The reason, one of the main objectives of this conference is that I want you to be so much educated and empowered that I don't want any of you to have these problems. Because in diabetes, most of the problems can be prevented, but once they happen, most of them are not reversible. So diabetes is considered as a multifaceted disease, and there's no organ which is not being affected by it. From head to toe, everything can get affected by diabetes. So it is the number one cause of cardiovascular problems, whether it's a stroke, or heart attack, or peripheral vascular disease. It's the commonest cause of chronic kidney disease. It is the commonest cause of fatty liver disease, as we discussed in the beginning, and commonest cause of preventable blindness, one of the commonest cause of foot ulcer and amputation, and 90% of diabetic patients are either overweight or obese. So it's a mother of many diseases basically. Fortunately, 80% of the complications of diabetes are preventable. So an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And that is why we want you to be so much educated and empowered that you will be able to prevent these complications and you can have a trouble-free life. Now this is the data from one of the largest and the longest study in the history of diabetes, UK PDS study, United Kingdom Prospective Diabetes Study, where patients with type 2 diabetes, newly diagnosed patients were enrolled and they were followed first for 10 years, then 20 and then nearly 40 years. In this study what they found, that patients who were in the good glucose control arm, they reaped the benefit for many, many years. Even 1% reduction in HbA1c which was sustained has brought down the risk of complications significantly from 20 to 40%. All the complications were significantly reduced. So the initial 10 years of diabetes, 5-10 years, is considered as the golden period. Because if we control the sugar at that time tightly, we can reap the benefits for next 20 to 30 years. And what is the reason behind that? That when you build a good glucose memory in the beginning after the diagnosis of diabetes, that memory remains in the cells for the longer period of time and it protects the organ for next 20 to 30 years. So never ignore the first 10 years of diabetes because most of the problems they will happen if during that time the control was not optimal. So when we say portfolio, what comes in your mind? It's a compilation of your documents or your achievements or investment portfolio, stocks, properties and all this. So nowadays most of the time when they refer portfolio, we refer to the investment portfolio or academic portfolio. But very often when we are building those two, we forget to build the health portfolio, which is most important. If you build a good bulletproof health portfolio, other portfolio will be taken care of well. So as Emerson rightly said, the first wealth is health. Now if we see health and wealth, there are many similarities with them. Both of them, they need early investment. When you start early, you reap more. Whether it's health or wealth, you have to start early. And as you continue to invest and continue to do that, you see that everything improves with time. And you have to be ready for the emergency in both. Health and wealth, they both give surprises. unexpected surprises, what you are, suddenly it will come. So you have to be prepared for that. But if you maintain your patience and persistence in both, you will be the winner. So why not to take both of them together? But don't build a wealth portfolio at the cost of health portfolio. And the legendary investor and the billionaire Warren Buffett has rightly said, the most important investment you can make is in yourself. Now, how is health defined as? The health is defined as by WHO as a state of completely physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. But this definition is incomplete. In my opinion, the health is a state of complete physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and social well-being. When you add the component of emotional and spiritual, then only you achieve the great health. So we have to target the body, mind, soul, all three to achieve the great health and to create the bulletproof portfolio. So health is the greatest of human blessings, as Hippocrates rightly said. So it is the biggest, the greatest of blessings, and we should not take it for granted. So let me ask you now, this is a spot question for the spot prize. Which word resonates with bulletproof the most? Tell me, can you stand and tell me quickly?
Resilience.
Resilience. So, yes. Now so many people have answered. So who want to claim prize, please stand. We have two prizes. Okay. Yeah. So resilience, yes. Very good. So why should we create a bulletproof portfolio? The next question comes, why should we create it? We should create bulletproof portfolio because life is like ECG. Sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes undaily, flat. And you can see that it is also like weather. As the weather changes, the same way life changes. It is not uniform. It gives you surprises, it gives you bad period, good period. So, to prepare yourself for any challenge, we have to create a bulletproof portfolio. Diabetes also produces diabetes distress. Managing diabetes gives distress, and nearly 1/3 of the diabetic people, they have this problem. It's more common than depression. The daily rituals which you have to do, you have to check, you have to do this, you have to do that gives distress actually. So creating bulletproof portfolio prepares you to take care of this, and not it helps you in maintaining your life steadily. So how can we create a bulletproof portfolio? We can create a bulletproof portfolio by targeting body, mind, and soul. So physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, and then social health. If we target these 5 dimensions, we can create bulletproof portfolio. So let's start. Number 1 is thoughts. We are what we think. Human brain is the most powerful machine. It produces 60,000 thoughts per day. And these thoughts have power to shape our reality. These thoughts, they actually create vibration or frequencies. And these vibrations or frequencies, they form the basis of the most powerful law of the universe, the law of attraction. So as you think, you become like that. Your character is the sum of your thoughts, your behavior, your habits. Everything is the outcome of your thoughts. And if you want to have good thoughts, it's an inside-out process. You have to work on yourself to create the thoughts which will create the right things. So right thoughts, they create right mindset and right attitude. And right attitude and right mindset lead to right health and right life. So your thoughts they get reflected in your habits. And you are the master of your thoughts. You are the gatekeeper, so you can choose your thoughts. If you choose the good thoughts, the good will come. If you have negative thoughts, you have more fear and more anxiety, then those type of problems, you will regularly, they will come in your life. So attract what you want, not what you don't want. Now here comes the second most powerful law of the universe, the law of auto-suggestion. And that is the basis of creating the health code. Your language and your words have profound influence on your mind and body. If you say you are lazy or I'm lazy, it creates a picture of a lazy person and you will behave like a lazy person. If you say I cannot do, your brain will create a picture, yeah, you cannot do and you will not be able to do. So when you create a health code, like simple health code that every day I'm getting better and better, happier, healthier, stronger, or I'm having a bulletproof health, or my weight is this, whatever you want, my experience is this, I'm reversing my diabetes if it's possible, then your mind, and if you say that 8 to 10 times, your mind listens to it and then your body starts doing that. Remember, body is the servant of mind. What your mind commands, follows that. So if you send the right command, it will do the right thing. If you send the wrong command, it will do the wrong. So choose your health code and do it every day at least 5 to 6 times, and this will change your thought process. It will bring you to the right track and it will help you in improving your health. Shift your language or vocabulary from victim to winner. Don't say I cannot do, I'm stressed, I'm this. Most of the time when you say I'm stressed, your body feels stressed. I'm tired, your body starts feeling. Change your perspective. Change your vocabulary from victim to winner. Say I can do it. Yes, I'm not lazy, I'm a fit person, I'm very energetic, I'm a powerhouse of energy. And you will feel that. When you feel it, your body will act like that. The second comes meditation, the food for soul. In this digital era of distraction, most of us have monkey thinking or discursive thinking. Our focus is very weak, we don't know what is important, what is unimportant, we keep doing both the things simultaneously and we get stressed because we don't choose our priorities, because our mind is always distracted. So meditation is one of the important things which can discipline and focus your thoughts. So meditation is to think, relax, contemplate, revise and ponder to the calm, focus and concentration. Meditation is to the mind what exercise is to the body. It warms and it invigorates. So the rising stress level is responsible for many diseases. You can say metabolic problems and blood pressure, heart attack, stress. And meditation is the perfect counteraction or perfect, you can say, antidote for stress. So you can do 3 to 10 minutes per day. It's a big stress buster. The best time to do is in the morning, but you choose the time when you're relaxed, you're in solitude. Focus on spiritual health and it nourishes your soul. It helps in complex problem solving. And there are different types. You can do the relaxation type, you can do the problem solving, you can do visualization type. There are so many types, whichever suits you, do it. And when you do the meditation, you improve your focus, your mental resilience. It helps you develop positive thinking. It improves your energy level. It makes you calm. It helps you in relaxing and reduces the inflammation in the body. And meditation is the secret of all growth in spiritual life and knowledge. Third comes breathing. Breathe well to live well. You know, the most of the people, they complain of stress, anxiety and tiredness. One of the main reasons is the shallow breathing. Most of us do the shallow breathing throughout the day. The shallow breathing deprives your tissues or cells of optimal oxygenation. And it is not able to remove the toxins from your body. So breathing is very important, the deep breathing. Now tell me the second question I'll ask you. For how much time can you survive without oxygen? 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Very good. Yes. Blue t-shirt. So how many of you do deep breathing every day? Please raise your hands. How many of you do deep breathing every day? I can see around 5 to 10% people. That's good. Next time I want that everyone should raise their hand. So what does breathing do actually? It's a bridge. It is a bridge which connects life to consciousness. You get connected with yourself. It helps you in body-mind integration, which is very important. So when you do breathing, it helps you in improving the body, mind and soul health, and it improves your focus and concentration also. There are different techniques. You can follow any technique which you are comfortable with. Box breathing, 4 minutes inhalation, 4 minutes holding and 4 minutes exhalation. Same way 4, 7, 8 breathing, alternate nostril breathing and mindful breathing. What you have to remember, whatever technique you use, when you are doing breathing, your abdomen should come out while inhalation and it should go in when you are exhaling. Now do the breathing in empty stomach. Don't eat your food and do breathing. That's not correct. The stomach should be empty. So 3 to 6 minutes minimum is required to remove the toxins because it helps you in good oxygenation of your body, proper oxygenation. It improves lungs health, reduces stress, improves your focus and concentration. It helps you in regulating your emotions also because when you get connected with yourself, you think, it brings self-awareness and makes you calm also. So breathing is the fastest biohack. Anytime when you're stressed, do 10 deep breaths and you will be relaxed immediately. Fourth comes the gratitude, the gateway to happiness and prosperity. So now this is a very important question. Tell me, what is the difference between joy and pleasure? Stand and answer, please. Stand and answer. Yes.
Pleasure is just only temporary. Joy is the happiness that's inside your heart and spirit.
Very good. Very good. Excellent answer. Joy comes from within. And pleasure is outside things. Your nice food, your car, your job, your promotion, these are pleasure. They are short lasting. Joy is long lasting. So we should strive for joy, the things which brings joy, you should be focusing on them. So there are 7 thieves of joy, and most of the illnesses in humankind humans are brought by this. Lot of illnesses. What are those 7 thieves of joy? The 7 thieves are fear, anger, jealousy, envy, hatred, greed, and comparison. You will see that most of the conditions people visit to the clinic, 30 to 40% people, they are suffering from these conditions, and this gets reflected on the mind and body. Now, there is one antidote, a vaccine, an antiseptic, or antitoxin for the 7 thieves, and that is gratitude. So gratitude, if you practice it, it helps you a lot. And someone has rightly said, gratitude is not only the greatest of all virtues, but it is the parent of all virtues. And when you see the life through the window of gratitude, you will find how much happy you are. So the greatest blessing in life is good health and intact body. And be grateful for that. Whenever you are not happy, go to ICU, go to any cancer hospital, any place. You will see people and you will see you will feel how much fortunate. And every day is a blessing, you should say that. So with gratitude comes happiness, creativity increases, it brings abounding health and boundless energy and brings abundance also. Now there are 2 types of gratitude. One is implied and the second is deliberate. Most of the people, they practice implied gratitude. Yeah, I have this, but they don't speak. What is important is the deliberate gratitude, where you express it. Whether you have great family, great job, good food, good home, this is known as deliberate gratitude, and we must express that. Make gratitude your attitude to live in beatitude, which is the state of blessedness or supreme happiness. So always try at least 3-4 times to express your gratitude, and that is really going to help you a lot. The amount of gratitude or gratefulness we express is directly proportionate to amount of happiness and fulfillment, and this is directly proportionate to success in life. More you express, more you get. This is B and G. What is BMG? BMG is the secret to become the powerhouse of energy. When you combine breathing, meditation and gratitude, it targets body, mind and soul, all three. It leads to body-mind integration. For optimal performance, to achieve great health, a body-mind integration is required. And if you combine it with prayer, if you do that during that time, that is an additional great thing. So, if you do this regularly, all three, you can do it 5 to 10 minutes every day, and you will have boundless energy. And you will not be saying that I'm stressed, I'm tired and all. Try this. Try this. This is going to help you a lot. Then comes forgiveness, the fifth one. A prerequisite for long-lasting happiness. As Nelson Mandela rightly said, resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies, but actually it is killing you. So forgiveness is very important, and in Merchant of Venice, William Shakespeare said that mercy is twice blessed. It blesses him that gives and him that takes. Go to the past. If somebody has done something, forgive. When you forgive, you become happy. It may not change your past, but it can change your present and future. And it is the forgiveness is actually the attribute of the strong. When you forgive and you practice forgiveness daily basis, it improves your creativity, productivity, serenity, and prosperity. So don't keep a grudge. It is harmful for your health. The sixth comes love, the oxygen of life. Love is the most powerful of all emotions and the basis for long-lasting relationships. Being wanted and loved is the basic human need to survive. The electromagnetic field of heart is 5,000-fold more than that of brain. And that is why love is the most powerful emotion. But before you love someone else, you need to love yourself. Your relationship with yourself is going to decide your relationship with others. If you are not loving yourself and you are not happy with yourself, you can't make other people happy. Your love tank should be full before you make anyone happy. And when you are happy, then you have to give your love to your near and dear ones, whether it's your spouse or your children. But to give them love or to love them, you must know a very important thing, which I have learned after many years of my marriage. You should know the primary love language of your spouse. There are 5 primary love languages. The first is quality time. Sitting in a restaurant, 4 people seeing their mobile before the food comes is not a quality time. It is proximity, it is not togetherness. Togetherness is when you are sitting all of you and then not using the mobile, you're talking and you're seeing each other and having face time. Not on the mobile, but the real face time. So the quality time. The second primary love language is the act of service, helping your partner, your children to do something which they want to and they want your help. The third is appreciation and approbation. If your spouse's love language is appreciation and you are giving him nice food, he will be happy for the time being, but if you don't appreciate him or her, she will not feel loved. The fourth is act of gift giving. Some people have this primary language that they need gift. When they get gift, they feel love. And the last is the physical touch. Some people have the love language as physical touch. You are doing everything for them, but if you're not giving them, if your spouse is not giving them 3 or 4 hugs every day, they don't feel love. So there's one primary love language of every person. Ask your wife, ask your children what is their primary love language. Then only you will be able to have fulfilling relationships with them. Otherwise they will be deprived of love. You will be giving them what you want, not what they want. 7 comes sleep. Sleep is the bedrock of great health. It is the foundation of great health. And it has been said in Macbeth from William Shakespeare that sleep is the chief nourisher in life's feast. It is not a luxury, it is a necessity. And you have to have good sleep, and that is going to help you. When you are sleeping, many things are happening in the body. It repairs the brain on day-to-day basis. It builds, it consolidates your memory. It improves your creativity, productivity, decision making. It improves your emotional health. It boosts your immune system and it regulates your metabolism. If you don't sleep in 3 days and go to your work, you tell me what will be your creativity and productivity. You'll be cranky, you'll be irritable, you won't be able to focus. So shorter you sleep, shorter is your lifespan. And it has been observed that people who work in shifts, they have more metabolic problems and heart diseases. Because what is important that when you sleep 7 to 8 hours, this should be aligned with your biological clock. If you are awake all night and sleeping all day, it doesn't help you much. It harms you because it's not aligned with the biological clock. So it must be aligned with biological clock and you should maintain a good sleep routine or sleep hygiene so that you get at least 7 to 8 hours of optimal sleep. And somebody has said, sleep is God, go worship. People who are not having good sleep, ask them how do they feel. The feeling is terrible. Then comes exercise, the fountain of youth. There's no other activity than exercise which releases so many good hormones in the body which lead to greater or far-reaching benefits in form of reversing our slowing aging process, improving memory, mental health, productivity, preventing cancer, obesity, diabetes, and improving heart health. Again, this leads to body-mind integration. And that is why exercise is known as the blockbuster drug of 21st century. But the most common reason for not doing exercise is a non-medical condition. We call it excusitis. Where there is a will, there is a way. And when there is no will, there is an excuse. So if you have a will, you will find the way. If you schedule your exercise in your calendar, 99% you will do. When it doesn't get scheduled, it doesn't happen. It is replaced by the excuses. So diabetes and exercise, if you see, the exercise has myriad of benefits in people with diabetes. Whether it's glucose control, or lipid control, or blood pressure control, or heart and blood vessels improvement, it counteracts depression, it elevates your mood through the multiple hormones, it helps in regulating the glucose levels in the body, and it is the one of the important activities which actually helps in controlling glucose independent of your body insulin. So, start it if you have not done so far. It does not only gives you physical fitness but improves your creativity and productivity. Now, not only in diabetic people but everyone, we have to follow the FAR principle to optimize the fitness, which is flexibility, aerobics and resistance training. And you have seen that we have done today live demonstration where flexibility and resistance training was demonstrated. Aerobics most of you are doing in form of walking. In doing exercise, just follow Nike's philosophy. Just do it. Don't think too much. Just do it. As Joseph Pilates, the father of Pilates, said, physical fitness can neither be achieved by wishful thinking nor outright purchase. You have to earn it. And these are the three exercises: flexibility, aerobics, resistance training. If you do all of them equally, you will be having abounding health. Now, nine comes food. We are what we eat. Amongst all the temptations in the world, the temptation for the food is the most difficult to resist. Yet, fortunately or unfortunately, it is at the helm of prevention, management, and reversal of diabetes. The food can nourish you or demolish your body in the way you choose and what you choose. So the twin pandemic of diabetes and obesity is the direct result of excess carbs and fat-loaded food, which goes in liver and fat tissues and the liver is the organ from where the diabetes starts in most of the people because of the excess fat, and that fat gets spilled in the pancreas and it affects the beta cell function. So your environment matters. Your environment, the surrounding environment, the family environment matters in food because the environment beats willpower. If your environment is not healthy, willpower will not sustain. So your environment is very important. If you want to have a healthy life, you should have healthy environment. You should be surrounded by the healthy choices. And if your environment is not healthy, you will become unhealthy. And this is the triceps, which comes with the good environment. And this is the triceps, which comes with unhealthy environment. So you choose, you want triceps or triceps, the choice is yours. Now, mindful eating is very, very important. And you know, one should not eat to live, not live to eat. And the real wisdom is to know when to stop. As I said, moderation is the key, so practice that. Now, there's mindfulness component. When you eat your food, be grateful, keep the devices away, focus on your food. If you're with a family member, you can talk to them. It's a nice place to talk and discuss. Health component, eat as per your age, your requirement, your body, if you have a problem, then as per that, and your activity. Most of the time, this imbalance happens when we eat more than our requirement. What we used to eat at 20, we are eating at 40. Body is aging, metabolism is slowing down, and then central obesity comes. Follow to 80-20 rule, just simple. 80% time healthy, 20% time less healthy, but then stop when you are 80% full, don't fill till here. So tell me, if you master the 9 things which I told you, is it difficult to do the 10th or the last thing? It becomes a piece of cake. The ABCD of diabetes management becomes very easy if you master the 9 things. You regulate your thoughts, you master your thoughts, and you have the health code and you do everything properly. This becomes very easy, the ABCD, you know. But in that, now we have added W. What is W? W is for the weight loss, at least 5 to 15%. As you know that diabetes and obesity, they are mostly together, and this leads to nearly 229 complications. And it is proven now that if you lose 15% of your body weight, if you are overweight or obese, you can reverse diabetes if it is a shorter duration, if you have good insulin reserve. So don't be surprised that the weight is becoming a primary target in diabetes management in overweight or obese people. So are you ready to create the Bulletproof portfolio?
Yes.
Not?
Yes.
Yes, correct. So what is the way forward? The way forward is the best way to predict the future is to create it. Because you are the master of your life. So we have 4 dimensions of life: health and wellness, family, career, and wealth. And health comes at the number 1, but this happens only when you take the absolute personal responsibility of your health, that is APR. When you take the responsibility of your family, your career, everything, wealth, why not to take that? Why you want to depend on your spouse that she will push you, she will kick you, she will hurt, that go for this, go do this. It doesn't work. You have to take the absolute personal responsibility for it. So how to proceed? By using magic formula. Ideation without execution is delusion. You may have the best ideas in the world, but if you don't materialize them, they are useless and they remains in your pocket. And action is the foundation of all success. So 3S formula is the self-belief, which has power to move mountains. It's a basic ingredient for the success. Self-control, the highest form of wisdom. A path to reach to serenity. The self-control is a continuous process. You can't achieve in days or months, it needs years to attain. But you have to continuously practice self-control, then only you will be able to achieve it. And self-discipline, doing things which you're not liking, but they are good for you, you have to do it. When you do all these 3 things, What are you going to achieve? Self-mastery. Tell me, if you can achieve the self-mastery, what is that which you cannot master? Most of the time, people go for knowledge mastery, money mastery, but they forget self-mastery. If you can do self-mastery, diabetes becomes a very small part of your life. It's a very small problem. So we need to start. You don't need to be great before taking the first step. But you become great when you take the first step. It's always the first step which is important. So take the first step, initiate, overcome all the resistance, continue, persist till you succeed and till you master. You do 66 days any new thing, go to gym for 66 days, you go and touch it and come back. Just go for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, don't go for 1 hour. 66 days, do it. From 22 days, you will start increasing your time. After 66 days, you will not be able to leave it. Because when you do that, there is a new neural connection which is made in your brain, and that is a part of neuroplasticity. Most of the people, they quit here at after initiation 22 days. But to succeed and to master, you need 66 days. And remember, winners never quit, quitters never win. So the concept of golden hour, the game changer. Having said that, now how should you go about it? The golden hour is the first hour when you get up. That's the most important time which can change. It has the power to transform your life. And if you use that time properly, the first 10 minutes, if you do the breathing, meditation, express, get into the BMG formula, then next 30 to 45 minutes, do your stretching, your exercises, whatever you can do. And last 5 minutes, you can do journaling or whatever ideas you get. But while doing exercise, you get a lot of ideas. Because exercise increases creativity. And then, but if you are not able to, you will have to get up a little early. If you have small children, I understand. If you have time after they go to school, make that second hour as the golden hour, no problem. If you don't have time in the morning, at least use first 30 minutes, that is known as platinum minutes. And then rest of the activities you can do in the evening, walking and all. But at least try to get some 30 minutes in the morning. Believe me, it will transform your life. What you will become in few years is not believed. So with that, I would like to finish that work on the fundamentals, think and speak right, eat right, use BMG, sleep well, love and laugh more, move more, and then ABCD, EF of diabetes will become very, very easy. So the mastery is more about the pursuit of simplicity rather than seduction of complexity. The fundamental things, if you can master, it is very easy to master diabetes. Thank you very much, and I would like to thank my amazing team. Without their help, it would not have been possible to organize this conference. And remember, we treat you from our heart. So stay tuned for a brighter future. Thank you very much.